Let's meet the visiting team, Chicago Bulls. At power forward, gilgeous-alexander. At point guard, Lonzo Ball. At the other forward position, Josh Giddey. At center, Nikola Vucevic. At the other guard position, Kobe White. The head coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan. Let's meet your Oklahoma City Thunder. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 5. Starting at center, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
A look at the Bulls starting lineup. We've got Buzelis. White is out there with ball. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Hartenstein with the screen on Giddey. Williams missing again. Now the Bulls with it. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Vucevic has got the game going here with the first basket for the Bulls. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Giddey defending. Williams gets the bucket.
So accurate from deep. Williams can torch you.
Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Dagnall. David?
Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him create easy baskets. The goal is to keep Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And so here is Oklahoma City, the Bulls getting the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and it's good for 2.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Left side, Ball, White, drills it from outside.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here is Williams, his last outing with 20 points. And the layup falls. Williams has got 5.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, White. Ball sets a screen for White. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. White against Dort. Ball kicks to Giddey. Plenty of space. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
How about the vertical of Gilgeous-Alexander, a guard who can get up and throw it down.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, third. And, of course, Casey Wallace.
When you've got those two guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
Back to Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Williams. Giddey, no one around him. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
At the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After Oklahoma City gets the three. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Nikola Vucevic. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you were saying, one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that tireless work ethic that also motivates the rest of his teammates.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Giddey against Hartenstein. Can they get it? And it's Giddey laying it in.
Not afraid to try his luck down there. Giddey on the interior.
Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Bulls trail by 5. Ball, the pass to Giddey. Over to the wing. A wide open look here for Vucevic. Nice open look, but it's no good. Down low, here's Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load, SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
Thunder coming to this one after the win against Memphis. Ball dishes to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Offline with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Dort with the ball. Defended by Giddey. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Ball.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
White, wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. White's got 6.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Giddey kicks the ball. Back to Giddey. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Checked in for the Bulls. As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You take a look at the Thunder. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they are going to be slowing down at all.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Now here's White. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Bulls trail by 8. White with it. He's got 6. And the layup's good off the glass.
Flashy sequence from Giddey, not afraid to get tricky with the handles.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside, White. Shoots over Dort. Nice defense from Dort.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Ball, the pass to White. Back to Ball. And Jalen Smith is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago also making some changes. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Lonzo Ball. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Kobe White. Williams can't get it to go.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Giddey. Talking about that win against the Lakers, he was a big factor in that game as well. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Huerter.
Known for being a scorer, Huerter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Williams against Williams, and the basket is good. Williams has got 14 points.
flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Pass to Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Taking 2 shots.
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across years.
Collins, a great high-energy player, and that's something coaches really appreciate, that players are going to come in and give them that kind of effort on a nightly basis.
Ellis is checked in for Smith, so he gets them both. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction.
Oh, defense did not see that coming as Giddey goes for the jam.
So it's the Thunder now. 4-point game. Caruso sets the screen for Williams, and there's the drive. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Williams has got 16.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Here's Williams after the Bulls pick up 2. Off with the layup.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Herter finds Giddey. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Carter's checked in. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Bounce pass Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the wing jumper offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after it.
You've got Williams, Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And here now the Thunder. The Bulls getting the bucket. A wide open look here for Caruso. The 3-pointer no good. The Bulls leading. Terry outside. There's the 3. Rebound by Williams.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Zach Collins checked in for Terry.
Number 12, Zach Collins.
The bull shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Williams dishes to Collins. Pass to Herter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Wallace. A three-pointer off the mark. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Herter kicks to Williams. Pass to Collins. Herter on the wing. Kicks it out to Collins. No good with the triple.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Number 13, Usman Jang.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Williams finds Collins. Williams inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Collins passes to Smith. Williams a screen on Wallace. And here's Herter outside. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, that's who Herter is outside on the perimeter, a confident long-range shooter.
Pass to Jang. In the corner, Wallace with it. Jang a screen. Trying to get something going. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Wallace.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
This house fans, on the court is your hype squad. It's time for the teacher.
Williams, he's checked in for Jang. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Second, the Thunder.
Over the last month, they've been extremely disciplined on the perimeter, not really rushing to get attempts off, but taking their time to find the best looks.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
That's good from Williams. And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams has checked in. No good on the second free throw. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
For Chicago, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Smith kicks to Herter. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Pass to Herter. 5 on the clock. Launches it. The Thunder pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Williams against Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get it going. Rebound by Williams. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. His last 10 games have been exceptional. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Now, Herter doesn't get to the line a ton. Let's see what he does here.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dort comes in for Cason Wallace. And Chicago also making a switch. Horton Tucker's checked in for Buzellis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played, Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Herter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Horton Tucker, no good off the back of the rim. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder, trailing by 2. Pass to Dort. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. And it's widened for Talen Horton-Tucker. No one near Herter as he lets it fly. Sinks the triple. Herter's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. Oklahoma City has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Wiggins finds Caruso. Hartenstein with it. Vucevic defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Caruso. Good D by Williams. The Bulls leading by 5. It's White on the wing. Back to Herter. Williams a screen. This one for 3. Herter, no good. The Thunder have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso against White. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Thunder trailing by 7. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Now here's Williams. He's got 16. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. And then for Chicago, Lonzo Ball comes in for Patrick Williams. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Kevin Herter. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 13-5 run. Now here's Giddey. He's got 6. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Giddey.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Holmgren, and here is Williams. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Over ball. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 18 points.
Again, it's Jalen Williams. He is in a groove, playing with confidence. Just keep finding him.
Vucevic setting the pick for White. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot from the low post is good. And now just a 5-point Bulls lead.
When you have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside, it can add some spunk to your team.
And here's White. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Smith kicks the ball. Dort against White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Shot clock at 6. Outside, ball. Over Williams. Ball, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Count it from 12. 8 points for him.
Now, Giddey has the ability from that area to become a scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. Dort misses. Bulls leading by 7. Here's White. Got a hand on it.
Dort making his impact, and that's the end we expected from defensively.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Chicago has possession. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Spins. Pocket 6. Smith the pass the ball. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
3 points.
Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Mark Dagnall calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Smith. Now Holmgren. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here's Ball, leading by 5. Outside, White. High post, Vucevic. Pass to Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. No good from outside. Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Williams can't get it to go. Bulls leading by 5. Outside, Ball. White setting the pick for Ball. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
He ate the versatility. That is pretty special.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Pass to Hartenstein. And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside, White. Back to ball. Here's Buzelis. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, he's a great floor general out there, and you can see that Ball is consistent at looking to distribute and find guys in the right spot.
Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Wallace with a screen for Hartenstein. Cracks in the tray. Holmgren's got 8.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now, here's Ball. 5 points in the game. Pass to Giddey. Buzelis with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vucevic. No good with the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
It's been all about Kevin Huerter for the Chicago Bulls. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams, getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. So the Bulls 5 right now. Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's White. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Giddey in at the 3, the small forward.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Dort misses. The Bulls leading by 3. Giddey with it. Williams picks him up. And Vucevic kicks to White. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Williams. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's White. Outside, Ball. Pass to Buzelis. And here is Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 4 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Here's Hartenstein. He has 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Giddey the pass to White. And again, Chicago. No good. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams with the ball. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Ball. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. And again, no good by Chicago.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Holmgren
with a screen on White. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Holmgren. He's got 8. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low. Chicago has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Dort misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 5, cans it from downtown. Ball's got 8 points.
So much talk about the improvement in Lonzo Ball's three-point mechanics. It takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication.
Here's Holmgren. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Williams has got 21 in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's time for the dance jam. If you see yourself on the big screen and you know what to do, show us your move.
Checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's around 10 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Here's Buzelis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Ball feeling it out a bit. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Vucevic. And again, Chicago. No good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Pass to Vucevic. Now, Giddey. Looking to get back on track here. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Giddey's got 10. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Williams kicks to Holmgren. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's on.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Alex Caruso is checked in for the Thunder. Both good from the line that time.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Williams. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Shooting two. And that one falls for Williams. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is. There's a lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Dort passes to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 14 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. And here's Herter outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Caruso. And no good. Chicago leading. Pass to Giddey. Back to Williams. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Herter kicks to Williams from downtown. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Josh Giddey.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Vucevic, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Herter. The shot comes out. Nice defense from Dort. Outside Williams. To the inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. Fires from deep. Cranes the three-pointer. Giddey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
The Bulls shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Outside Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder.
Great timing on that play, and Williams with no wasted motion.
Chicago trailing here. Giddey with it. He's got 13. Smith sets the pick for Herter. It's over Dort. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got 19 points. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Caruso. Williams against Smith. Shot's good by Williams. And he has 28 points for the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Giddey. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Herter finds Smith. Here's Giddey. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Caruso sets the screen for Williams. And the rejection by Smith. Giddey with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Vucevic missing. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Hartenstein. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giddey with it. Vucevic with it. Here's Herter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 16. Here's Williams. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Williams has got 12 points in just the second half. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Dort. Williams, a screen on Williams. Caruso, no good. Bulls trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Herter. Bangs home the trifecta. Herter's got 5 points in the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice defense from Giddey. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by just 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on it.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Williams. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Carter. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Wallace. He's guarded by Collins. Back to Wallace. Inside. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Caruso.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Carter outside. Pass to Williams. Smith with a screen on Wallace. Williams kicks to Smith. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Williams against Wallace. Over Williams. Wallace. Good. Wallace has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Oklahoma City. Carter, the pass to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Smith. Outside Collins. Carter outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Chicago. No good. Now here's Caruso. Guarded closer. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander with the three. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Smith. And the shot goes in.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Wiggins, a screen on Carter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 in the second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
Pass to Williams. Carter for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Caruso. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Carter dish it to Williams. Got a piece of it.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Caruso, bounce pass. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now here is Carter. Smith sets the pick for Williams with the drive. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
The Thunder leading by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. The Thunder with another miss. Here's Phillips. Defended by Caruso. Phillips' shot is off. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Wallace against Williams. Wallace misses. Bulls trail by 4. Carter outside. Pass to Collins. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Here's Phillips. Carter outside. Good on the triple. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Dort. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago trailing here. To take the lead, it's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 15 rebounds here.
What a jam by Williams, just springing off the floor and throwing it down.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Giddy with it. Count it, and the foul. That one on Dort.
Giddy thinks he's out there playing Australian rules football with that kind of play.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Brent, some early success for Josh Giddey in the NBA. When you look at his game, what do you like most?
I love the vision, Kevin. This guy is one of the most creative passers that the NBA has and is willing to take some risks. And the reason he does that is he has confidence in his teammates. But that vision by Josh Giddey is something special.
Connects from three-point range.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
As to Vucevic. On the wing, Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists in the game. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now Holmgren takes a 3. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. Here's White, defended by Dort. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. And it's White missing.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. White with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Pass to Buzelis. Back to White. Fires for 3. Connects again from distance.
And now, for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Chicago's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. On the wing, Giddey. Back to Ball. Hartenstein against Vucevic. Softly drops in the floater. 8 points for Vucevic.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. For 3, Holmgren. Chicago grabs the miss. Right side, White. Giddey. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Such a hungry player. Holmgren likes being the guy in that situation.
Here's Ball. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Vucevic. He's defended by Hartenstein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second team foul. Shooting Vucevic. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
And it's good. 2 points.
I will tell you what, Jalen Williams is cold-blooded. Big points there.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
The Thunder shooting 40% in the 4th. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points for the quarter.
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
Well, Chicago has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Count it. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Because of that refined offensive skill set, Vucevic can be a dependable scoring option late in game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D there from Ball. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Here's Williams. Nice defense from Giddey. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic with it. Outside, White. No good on the 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Williams. Good!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Pass to Vucevic. Tries it from 9. Got it!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
There's 14 seconds left in the 4th. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball.
Yeah, Unfortunately, just poor execution there. You cannot give the ball away at this point in the game.
"11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for Chicago. Lonzo Ball. At the line for two.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Here's Williams. A 3 off the inbound. Can't knock in the 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting for Chicago. Gonzalez. Taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance by you. How surprising is it that you contributed to the game in so many ways?
I mean, I wouldn't say it surprised me. I always knew I could play at this level, but I just play hard. Just play hard and get things happen. I don't try to force anything. I just let the game come to me, and I play hard. Rebounds. Like I said, it's a lot about effort. That's what I can do every night. And points are gonna come some nights. Sometimes they won't. But just take what I get and just keep playing.
Well, you did it all over the floor tonight, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Josh Giddey.